Okay, so ABNcast is down at the Farnborough International Airshow this week. We're recording interviews with some of the exhibitors at the show. It's been very busy the first 2 days. We're sort of halfway through day two. Well, day three.
Yeah.
And we're on the stand of Ontic, and I'm joined by JC Gallagher, who's the newly appointed Chief Executive of Ontic.
Yeah.
JC, good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well. Welcome to Ontic.
Thank you very much.
So proud to be here representing our 2,000 employees worldwide.
Tell us about Ontic. Obviously, we're stood in front of for a lifetime of flight.
Yes.
This is your sort of catchphrase, I guess.
Of course.
What does that relate to? What do you do?
So Ontic is an aerospace parts manufacturer. We produce as many as 8,000 LRUs, supporting 50,000 airplanes worldwide. So you're going to see us on civilian platforms as well as military platforms worldwide.
Okay, so that's a lot of engineering capacity. Where your base is, you're based across the globe, aren't you?
So we have 10 sites around the world, 5 of them in the US, 4 of them in the UK, and 1 in Singapore.
1 in Singapore. And what sort of things do you specialize in? And you said you're across most platforms.
Yes.
But you specialize in certain components, right?
So what we do is we purchase intellectual property from established OEMs, and we bring those parts in-house in our manufacturing environment, so that we can support a lifetime of flight. So we're providing these critical systems and components to the entire fleet of aircraft out there. And yes, we specialize in multiple types of systems, from hydraulics to pneumatics to avionics. So we're really across the spectrum.
Yeah. What's going on in the market at the moment? We know the supply chain is constrained, has been for a long time. Demand is outstripping supply. You're part of the supply.
Yes.
You must be busy, I guess.
Yes, of course we are.
Is there more demand out there than you can possibly cope with?
Well, there's supply chain disruptions across the industry. That's a well-established fact.
Yeah.
We've made it our business to be in those disruptions and fix them. So a big part of what we do is, when we transition these products into our own manufacturing environment, is fix some of these issues that these products are facing, whether that's obsolescence or supply chain not delivering on time. So for us, it's really about delivering high quality components on time to our end customers. And we specialize in dealing with those disruptions that we're facing as an industry.
Yeah. So tell us about your end customers then. So you said you work with the OEMs on one side, but I guess there's a lot of potential customers out there all looking for components.
Of course. At the end of the day, end customer could be one of the airframers, whether that's Boeing or Airbus. It could be an airline, or it could be the Department of Defense, as an example of a specific country. So we really have a broad spectrum of end customers, but it's fascinating how all of these end users are looking for the one thing from Ontic, which is give us high quality components, feed the lines on time, or feed the aftermarket on time. So
there's really a need now for on-time delivery, isn't there?
Correct.
That's really crucial.
Correct.
We know in commercial aerospace, especially, the airlines are trying to keep older airframes in the air for longer.
Yes.
That adds more to the requirements of people like yourself.
Absolutely.
You must be feeling that. Where do you think the industry is in terms of dealing with that?
We see all the platforms are having a much longer lifetime than originally anticipated. So obviously, as a company, we've made this the core of our business model. But we also see this happening not just in civil aviation, but on the military side as well, as military equipment is being demanded right now for ongoing operations worldwide. So we're on both sides of the house, really benefiting from the fact that aviation overall and all of these vehicles are staying in service for a much longer time frame than originally anticipated.
And how does that change how Ontic operates then? So the halls at the airshow this week are filled with technologies that are often designed to make companies more effective and efficient.
Yes.
How are you developing your business to make sure that you're keeping up with the latest trends? Yeah.
So for us, one of the core elements of our business model is this capability to transition a product line from an established OEM into Ontic. We call it Ontic Lift. So we specialize in basically migrating these products into our manufacturing operations, fixing some of the underlying issues that prevent this on-time delivery and quality, and basically feeding the entire industry with those parts for a long period of time. So really what's proprietary about our methodology is this capability to do these transitions in a seamless fashion so that the end customer isn't impacted by this transition to us.
And what's in Ontic's roadmap in terms of development more scale maybe, or are you moving into different kind of materials, different processes?
So what you'll see in the news is we continue to acquire product lines from all over the industry. So there's been recent announcements on our side and us getting into even deeper in the industry, into different types of systems. So what you can expect from us going forward is to continue this growth that we've seen in the last few years and continue to acquire some of these product lines, obviously supporting a lifetime of flight for these vehicles out there.
Yeah, and there's a word on the other big challenge, which is people and skills and talent. You said you represent, was it 2,000 employees? Many of those will be engineers.
Correct.
By trade.
Yes, and technicians.
And technicians, yeah. These are traditional industries that you might call them sort of legacy to a degree, but things are changing, becoming more modern. There's a lot more technology being used these days. Yeah. How do you see the industry doing a job in terms of promoting itself as being an employee of choice? And how does Ontic do that?
Well, so you're talking about talent. Of course, it's the core of our business. I mean, we're able to support these customers because we have a really talented group of people with a depth of expertise that's second to none. We're up to 2,000 employees. We're headed to 2,500 employees. So a big part of what we do is recruitment in every geography. I think this industry has still huge appeal. And we see that all of our facilities are able to recruit. I think a big part of this is us having established relationships, whether that's schools, with schools around the different facilities where we operate. But what we provide inside Ontic is those different training programs that people are looking for. So when you're joining a big company like Ontic, being able to do the on-the-job training, being able to complement what you've acquired in school with real-life experience, that's one of the appeals of this company.
It's important to give a young engineer or a young technician a roadmap for their career into the future. That they are developing themselves and their skills.
Absolutely.
So then they don't become legacy themselves, I guess.
Exactly.
Quick final word before we finish. 3 days in. It feels like it's been busy. I think there's been a bit of buzz around the airshow.
Very busy.
It's a big old event, so for it to feel busy means there's a lot of people here. What's been your takeaway so far, and how do you feel? How does it make you feel?
So you've mentioned I'm a new CEO of the company. I've been here for 60 days. So for me, this show was an opportunity to speed date with all of our customers. So that's what I've been doing in 30-minute slots. So it's been great, honestly. And I feel so proud to be representing these 2,000 employees that work at Ontic. So it's a great pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and the mood is positive. It always is.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. You get a lot of positivity. Well, look, we've had more than half an hour of your time. So I appreciate that.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting us to see you today.
Yeah, come back anytime.
Will do. No problem.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, JC.
Hey, thank you.
Cheers.